I'm Shane Campbell. I'm an occupational safety officer. I work out of the Prince George office. I've been with WorkSafeBC for 21 years. I was hired as a wood products manufacturing specialist. Since 2017, I've been happy to be part of the process safety team. And the team right now is looking at the 15 pulp and paper locations in the province and also 2 smelters. There is some confusion on what process safety actually is. Process safety focuses on those low occurrence, high consequence events and steps that the employer takes to mitigate those events. Process safety to me is quite frankly personal. In our region alone, we had 2 sawmill explosions. With those events, we had multiple fatalities. With those multiple fatalities, it's affected a number of families and those communities forever.
I first met Shane approximately 21 years ago, and I had just started on the Joint Health and Safety Committee. My first impressions of Shane was that he was very personal. He was interested in what I had to say. That was important.
I've expected that mill for approximately 19 years. So when I had the opportunity to introduce process safety to a location that hadn't been subscribing to it, this was the one to do it in.
When Shane first came to us about process safety management, he came with the same philosophy when it came to safeguarding. That was, we're not going to get there tomorrow, but what we do need to do is we need to build a plan so that we know how we're going to get there at the end. He comes in and actually gives sense and meaning to why we're going to do it, or why it's needed to be done, or what the benefits are to all workers and to all companies. And it was that explanations that he was able to give to us that helped us understand, and we bought in.
At the end of the day, it's a matter of trust. They found value to it, but at the same time, people don't buy from people they don't trust. I've enjoyed building relationships for the last 21 years in the pulp and paper industry. But maintaining a relationship doesn't mean that we can't use every enforcement tool in the book. Sometimes we have to do that. You do not get the respect from the employers if you're not following what our policy is and what you're trained to do. We need to be moving forward, identifying what the risks are, ensuring that the employers understand that they own the risk. We don't own the risk. The employer owns the risk. It's our job to remind them that.
One of the biggest value adds that WorkSafe brings is the education and consultation. Particularly with Shane, is he will come in and provide education for us. It means a lot to everybody to see that we're all working together on one goal, and that obvious goal is keeping everybody in our mills safe.
One of the biggest skills that I've developed since I've been with WorkSafe is patience. And understanding that these locations, the size of them, the complexity is like a cruise ship. You cannot turn these things around on a dime. It's going to take time. It's going to take the odd order, maybe a warning letter, maybe a penalty. But at the same time, you're still working with these employers and you're not writing them off. What I love most about my job with WorkSafeBC right now is traveling the province and meeting the incredible diverse group of people that are involved in these locations of process safety. I don't want to be responding to a catastrophic event at a pulp and paper mill, and I don't want the employer or the workers to go through it. So this has been an excellent opportunity with process safety. It's not only good for worker safety, it's good for the community, it's good for the environment, it's just good for business. It's good hockey.